Hi everybody, welcome back to Becoming a Biblical Trophy Wife. And I've been out for a little bit because I had surgery, but recovery is going well. And I thought I would pop in here and show you something that my family and I decided was a good investment for us. So as you know, my husband and I are carnivore, ketovore. We kind of throw a few veggies in here and there every once in a while. But for the most part, we're carnivore and we don't eat bread. But our children do. Our children do eat bread. And my daughter is sensitive to almost everything. She's very sensitive to gluten, dairy, and soy. I'm also sensitive to soy. So she inherited that one from me. But I wanted to share with you something that we got. So we invested in a sourdough starter kit. Of course, found it on Amazon. This one is Swakik. I was just gonna go through this box. It's an 18 piece, okay? And it's on sale right now. I'll put the link in the description for you, and you can go and you can pick one up for you if you want to do that. But this has everything you need to get started, except for the sourdough starter. So I did have to buy that separately, and this is the one we went with. We went with this gluten-free sourdough, dehydrated sourdough culture. So what we do, there's an instruction packet inside. This is my first time with this too, by the way. I have never been down the sourdough road before, so I'm excited to give this a shot. But this is the starter, and you can make like endless batches of bread out of one single starter. So what you have to get with this is brown rice flour, but we could not find any in our local vicinity. I'm sure we could have found it on Amazon, but in a pinch, we went out and we got white rice flour. So those are the things we got. So I will link this and the box of all the items that I got in this sourdough starter kit in the description box for you. Okay, let's get into this box because it has a lot of goodies in here, okay? So let's see if there is like a goodies list, because I don't even know what everything is, y'all. I have never done any of this before. So this is a something. I'm sure I'll find where the booklet is that tells me what everything is. Is this it? No, those are stencils. This, I think, is a stirrer. So you use this to stir the sourdough. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna have to research how you use this, but it came with this very handy tool. I know, I'm just so helpful right now, right? I should know what all this stuff is, but I really don't. I wish I did. Maybe if I had my tablet next to me, I would know what it was. But let me see if there's like a paper in here that describes everything. Oh, let's see. This might be it. Aha! Nope, these are the instructions. So it does come with instructions and ingredients for a sourdough loaf. So starter instructions, sourdough loaf, and then let me see what this is. I think this, yep. This is a glass jar for it to get started in. So it comes with your jar. It's got some little measurements on here. It comes with a little measure thing inside. And a little measure around as well. I think, let's see, this one's a sticker. So I think this goes on here, and then this sticker goes on here, and then this goes over the top when it's blooming, okay? That's what I think. I will find all this out when I find the instructions, which have to be somewhere. So, and then it came with a loaf pan. So the cool thing about these, what I liked about this set, was that these are easy storage and silicone. I'm a huge fan of silicone because it's easy to clean, it's easy to store, and look at that. It'll make a fancy loaf too. And then it just should fold right back into itself. Yep, there we go. So I got a neat little bread loaf pan I can put into the oven. So these, if you didn't know, silicone is good up to 450 degrees. So these will be great. And then this is the bowl. This is a sourdough bowl. Also silicone. So this is where I will start the starter. I'll put it in this cute little bowl right here. It'll hang out there. And then I have these covers. So much like this cover, it's just cloth or linen, right? Cloth cover. And they go around the bowl and around the bread pan on the lids. So there's those. I also got a bread cutter. So there are a few things I know what they are, okay? But that one stirrer, I've never seen one like that before. So that's interesting. I'm sure it has a technical name. I'll post it in the description. How about that? So this actually has the measure right here in centimeters. And then on this side, it's got measure equivalents right here. So like for a cup or fluid ounces, tablespoons, it's kind of cool. I really like stuff like that, that just kind of lays it all out for you. And then it came with a spatula stirrer. So this is also silicone, which is easy to clean, maintain. It'll work well in the bowl, all the good things. So there's that. It came with its own brush. So this is for like, I'm sure you've seen basting brushes before. I use it for butters. You can use them for sauces, all different kinds of things you can use little basting brushes for, but this specific one is for my sourdough kit. Then I have two little hangy thingies. I can use those if I want to hang them on the fridge or on the wall or on a cabinet somewhere. I probably won't use those, but it's kind of cool that it came with it. It came with some pretty cute stencils. One says home baked, and then it's got some flowers and things. So these will be fun to play with once I actually know how to do the sourdough. Comes with a brush. So I'm guessing I have to brush my sourdough, like to get it going or whatever. So it came with that. And let's see what this is. This looks fun. This looks fun. What do we got? It's like Christmas, by the way. Oh, yes. Oh, this is cool. All right, so this is another measure. So it's, you can measure your like sourdough dough balls to get them to whatever size you want them to be for your loaves. So this is kind of cool. And it's also silicone, so it'll stick to my counter surface over there and it won't move around too much. So this is kind of nice. And on this side, platinum 100% silicone. It says 40 Celsius, 230 Celsius. It's got different kind of stuff on here. Don't put it on heat. Don't use a knife on it. Looks like it's dishwasher safe, but I wouldn't be doing that. And then it has measuring stuff on it as well. So the equivalents. So that's pretty cool. One of the things about sourdough that's pretty neat is you have to nurture it, you have to grow it, you have to take good care of it every single day. I know people that talk to theirs. I mean, it's kind of funny, but I'm pretty excited to get started doing this. But much like a marriage, your sourdough needs you to help it grow. It needs you to be there for it. It needs you to nurture it and take care of it and make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. So as a wife, we're supposed to be nurturing our husbands, nurturing our children, but above all, nurturing our husbands and making sure that they are taken care of, that we are their peace at home, and that when they come home, they know they can come to us with anything. We nurture them, we help them just in all the different kinds of ways. And it's kind of neat to see how sourdough can actually be similar to your marriage. What is this? Oh, I have another tool. Hold on, hold up. I found another thing. Oh, this is like a cutter. for your sourdough. So it comes with that as well. And what is this? This is I don't know what this is. This looks like a little piece of leather. Oh, something goes in here. What is this? Let me see what this is. How does one open this? Does this open? There it is. Oh. Oh, how cute. They're in little envelopes. Look at this. What is it? Is it like a blade? Oh yes, it is. And then comes with these little blades. So if you want to get started on your own little sourdough journey, I will have this linked in the description box for you. And just as you're thinking about sourdough and, you know, all the different things that kind of go along with it, I've been thinking about, and I don't know if you would think the same way, but I've been thinking about just how marriages work. We have to nurture them, we have to care for them. And just like we can we can make multiple batches of bread out of one sourdough starter that has been well loved and cared for, we can see the fruits of our marriage growing in our families as we nurture and grow those. So, you know, just as you're striving to be that Proverbs 31 biblical trophy wife, just think about the different ways in your life that you see these fruits coming to bear. And if you want to get started on this sourdough journey, or if you've done sourdough, I would gladly take any tips and tricks that you have to share with me about how to go about this, especially if you've done gluten-free sourdough. I would be super interested in that. Any advice or tips and tricks that you have on that front. And I look forward to hearing your thoughts. And if you like this kind of content, opening boxes and just kind of chit-chatting a little bit, make sure you like and subscribe and let me know if you like it, and I will continue to do more of these. But in the meantime, be strong, be grateful, and always be a prize. Love y'all.